Those both looked very, very edgy. I mean, it was 16 180s in the match. Bunting hit 9 of those, 7 for Gary, but yeah, both looked pretty edgy. And there was one line where that game was won, and it was just a little bit more consistency, a few less troublous well, there was more troublous visits for Bunting, but the scoreline, or the column that stands out off the page, scores are between 100 and 139. 19 for Gary, 29, and those key little approach shots where you're on a lower number in terms of finishing may well have been the key to victory for Stephen Bunting.
It is over on talkSPORT, half-time in extra time. England got a 97th minute equaliser. They've taken it to extra time against Italy. It remains 1-1. You can hear that over on talkSPORT with Joe Shannon and Adrian Durham, part of our commentary team. Tash Dowie there as well, out in Switzerland. Right, we need to focus on our final game of the night. Jonny Clayton takes on Mike De Decker. Jonny Clayton overcame Martin Schindler. It was a really sneaky good game, wasn't it? Schindler, we know, averaged nearly 104. Clayton just under a ton. Beat him. De Decker, good in patches, certainly at the end against Dave Chisnell, but he really got let off by Chisnell's inability to finish.
Yeah, it was a tough watch in the end. 93 average for De Decker in that one, 91.87 for Chisnell. So it was actually played at a similar level to our last match between Bunting and Gary Anderson. But like I say, the winner of this one will face Bunting, and I think it will be a slightly different task. I expect Clayton to come through. He's playing very, very well. Every little stat we look at and every part of the match we try and break down to give us some kind of inside track. Everything points to Jonny Clayton. He's the number 5 seed. He's upward and mobile in every little metric we sort of cast our eyes over. And Mike De Decker at the moment, he's going through a little bit of a transition period. He's not quite happy with his setup that has gone to a new manufacturer this year, or since winning the Grand Prix. Moving house, and we all know how stressful that can be. So yeah, everything sort of puts to Jonny Clayton, but as we've seen in the last match, darts very much on the day, and you can just show up sometimes and it just not happen, and you never settle, and neither Bunting or Anderson settled in that match.
No, they didn't. De Decker has lost to Jonny Clayton 5 of the 7 times that they've met, but these meetings are over a decade. They first met in 2016 in Coventry on the Players' Championship. They've only met once in the last 2 years. Jonny Clayton actually beat De Decker 6-0 at the European Darts Open this year, so there is a recent
that was just 6 weeks ago as well, wasn't it? And that was sort of when he really started to make a move in terms of the players in form for this year, so post World Championship. Jonny Clayton's the one on the move in the year-to-date ranking. So if we did a yearly ranking system post World Championships, he'd be second. Of course, Luke Littler tops that chart at the moment. Humphries in 3rd, Wade in 4th. But in terms of the actual metrics and statistics over that same period, Jonny Clayton is, where is he? He is
19th.
Yeah, 19th, and Mike De Decker is
right below him. I think you've gone past him.
Yeah,
20th.
he is right underneath him. So their level of play over that same period, not too different. But of course, Jonny is just finding ways to win. He's got that confidence and belief because winning breeds winning, of course. Yeah,
Jonny Clayton, winner on the European Tour, beat Nico Springer at the Dutch Darts Championship in Rosmalen back in May. De Decker runner-up in Visa, first tournament of the year to Luke Littler. Jonny Clayton has won a Pro Tour event as well, so a couple of titles to Clayton. Nothing much to shout about for Mike De Decker, but he's the World Grand Prix champion, so it looks like we're in for a late one tonight. Clayton against De Decker to come, already through. Earlier on, Gian van Veen beat Danny Noppert 11-5. Wessel Nijman beat James Wade 11-5. Stephen Bunting needed extra legs to beat Gary Anderson 12-10. A game that neither of them will look back with any great fondness, but Bunting maybe more so because he is through despite missing 31 darts at a double in that one. Worth as well, I guess. We should cast our mind forward to tomorrow night when we have got the bottom half of the draw. Luke Little will take on Jermaine Watamaina. He's beaten him all every time they've played. I think it's 4-0, and he's averaged minimum 104 in that matchup. That looks as one-sided as we might get. Gilding, Van Duijvenbode, Michael van Gerwen against Josh Rock, Chris Dobie against Gerwin Price. Yeah,
I love a look at Price at the moment. I think he's just playing with such confidence and such control. I just can't make a case for Dobie right now. Josh Rock, again, I just can't make a case for Michael van Gerwen against him. There's no number we look at. I don't think Josh will be particularly worried about facing him. Gilding against Dirk van Duijvenbode could be absolutely anything, and I expect Littler to play very well again. Now, I knew I was looking at the wrong numbers. Jonny Clayton is the 12th best player since January the 5th this year. The world's finished on the 4th, and De Decker is 22nd. So there's a gap. Yeah, there's a gap, and there's a gap there for a reason, because so far this year Jonny Clayton has been a far superior player than Mike De Decker.
We know 3 of the top half of the draw in the last 8. Out of Van Veen, Wade, Bunting, and either Clayton or De Decker, who do you think is going to make it through to the final?
Well, I can look at Wade at the moment, and I think he would approach the match that he had with Wessel. He would approach that the same against Gian van Veen. I think he would just use his experience and take the tempo out of the game a little bit. And listen, we cannot ignore the form, and don't forget the nightly reviews and previews that all of you have enjoyed. Nearly, I think, over 10,000 now have watched that we do post evening session. We're doing that again tonight on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. I found some amazing stats on James Wade, and you'll hear all about them a little bit later. But yeah, I just like the look of Wade. He just looks comfortable. I mean, he come off and didn't feel like he played very well, and you interviewed him directly afterwards for the talkSPORT YouTube Darts channel, and he thought, what did I average? He did about 96, didn't he? And we were like, no mate, over 102, and he was quite shocked, although he thinks averages are meaningless.
Yeah, it was a difficult interview, I think we'll say that. But Wade played really well tonight. Even if he didn't think he did, we thought he did. Bunting not so good, but beats Gary Anderson. And look, no one remembers what rounds 1 and 2 look like when you win a major tournament, and Bunting has been nowhere near his brilliant best, but yet he's in the quarter-final.
Yeah, and that can happen. We've seen it happen in many tournaments before this one. You just seem to do enough, and then we may get a stage where he has to dodge a couple of bullets en route, and he did really against Gary Anderson. He's a bit fortunate that he's walked into a Gary Anderson that's played absolutely ordinary for him, because if you look at the way he has been playing of late, the last thing I expected from Gary Anderson was an average that low. And don't forget, if you do have any questions or comments for myself or Mark, we will endeavour to answer all of them. Just keep them civil and sensible.
Right, let's get to John McDonald. Final time tonight then. Place in the quarterfinals up for grabs. Jonny Clayton takes on Mike De Decker.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. Time to meet Belgium's #1, the reigning World Grand Prix champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the real deal, Mike De
Mike De Decker, Grand Prix winner last year. Is he about to make it through to the final 8 of the PDC World Matchplay? He always seems to have a smile on his face, Mike De Decker. I think this is quite an apt song he comes out to. He looks like he's not really got a care in the world. He Looks like he enjoys himself. Won a Pro Tour title, been to a European final, and of course won one of the major darts tournaments. Still 1-1 in the football. That's over on talkSPORT right now. Mike De Decker makes his way onto the stage. Average 93 in that win over Chisnall. Will need to improve, but his doubling was good, 53% for the Belgian. Looks happy to be here. Will he still be here on Thursday night?
Wales, the winner of 17 PDC titles worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. A Premier League champion, a Masters champion, a World Grand Prix champion, 2 World Cup titles. It's time to meet the ferret. It's Jonny Clayton.
2 years ago, Jonny Clayton made it through to the final. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders. His father was seriously ill. And he looked a shadow of the man that he looks now. Looks nice, refreshed, relaxed. And he's looking to make it to a second Blackpool final. He's in good form at the minute. We've highlighted winner on the European Tour, winner on the Pro Tour. He's going all right at the moment, Jonny Clayton. Family and friends here to support him as ever. Big family man, Jonny Clayton, wherever he is in the world. And he's here hoping for a big win over Mike De Decker to wrap up a spot against Stephen Bunting in the last 8.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have seen anything in that one that would have give him any kind of fear. But yeah, he really is genuinely one of the form horses in world darts right now. Playing, as always, with a smile on his face, loves being on stage, loves the competition. I'm hoping this is going to be a better game than the last one.
Well, it had its drama, the last one. Not a classic, but it had its drama. This one may be a little bit more free-flowing, but you never know. That's the thing about this sport. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
No, there's certain players where you you have a general idea, but I think I know what I'm going to get out of Jonny Clayton, and it'll be something similar to his performance in round 1.
Yeah. One thing I will guarantee, you won't get any Price Gurney histrionics tonight. These will just get on with it.
Yeah.
They will.
They'll enjoy it at the moment.
They will. Mike De Decker just practicing all in black pretty much. The red and black of Jonny Clayton, 50 years old, from Pentyberham in Wales. Ranked number 5 in the world. He was runner-up here in 2023. Beat Martin Schindler 10-7 in round 1. Mike De Decker, 29 years old, from Mechelen in Belgium. Ranked 20 in the world. This is his best ever performance. He's only been here twice, so... Yeah. And a sign again of him that he's rising in the world, the fact that he's here again, and he'll be hoping to make it a regular thing over the next few years.
Yeah, well, the only way you guarantee your place here is top 16 in the world rankings.
I think England have got a penalty right at the end of extra time. We'll go to that in a minute. But yes, Mike De Decker, his first objective to keep getting here, and it looks like he's going to do that now. Yeah,
once you consistently qualify, it means that, especially if you're outside the world's top 16, is that you're the next best group of players, ranked 17 to possibly 50. The rankings are quite complicated, and maybe that's another podcast right there, is to do a bit of an explainer video on how the world rankings work. Yeah. First and foremost, we're now only 78 subscribers away from our next milestone of 15,000. There is 78 of you at least watching along right now that aren't subscribed. Please subscribe, and don't forget, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Yeah,
we would indeed. Mentioned Mike De Decker. Should Mike De Decker make it to the final here, he would leap into the top 16. As Jonny Clayton, the first point down the camera, the first maximum for the Welshman. He's down to 2-2-1. De Decker on 3-4-4. England
do have a penalty, and there's only...
There's 3 or 4 minutes left. Chloe Kelly's going to take it. You can't look, we'll forgive you. You can switch it. You've got the app, you can swipe over anyway. Many of you probably watching it on the telly, listening to the darts anyway. But Chloe Kelly, who is one of England's few successes in the penalty shootout, is going to take it. We'll let you know if that goes in. She's marking her run-up now. Jonny Clayton needs 81, treble 19, double 12, single 7, so 74 left. Can't find the treble 16.
He's miscounted.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he, there? Because
42,
penalty
32.
saved. And the follow-up's in. England lead. They've got very fortunate there. Penalty missed, but I think Kelly's tucked in the rebound after the keeper parried it out. It's 2 on England.
Johnny wants 42. Single 10 for his beloved double 16. Double 8 needed. But he's making a bit of a mess of this one.
He is.
Yeah, he wanted 81, he is 7. Oh, treble 18's found another one of those for double 16. He finds it.
De Decker for a 140 steal. Can't find double 16 either. Double 8 for Clayton. Still double 8 for Clayton. Now he's in business. Wasn't sure it'd gone in all fairness, but it did go in. And he leads by a leg to 0.
Yeah, hold a throw in the end. One missed dart at a double off of 140. Yeah, she did get the rebound and actually took it well for the rebound, slotted it home.
Yeah, a hop, skip and a jump. Keeper went the right way, but parried it straight back to her and tucked it in nicely. England in front. Keeper very unlucky. De Decker 408, he's at the hockey now. Clayton on 4-5-6. Winner of this one takes on Stephen Bunting, who missed a double 12 for a 9, the second player this week to miss.
And that came from absolutely nowhere as well.
Yeah, it did. And if we're being honest, we were backstage, it was the most wonky 180, that second one, wasn't it? I know they all count, Chris, but...
Nip one, pearl one, wasn't it? They were like needles.
It's one of them where if someone had put a picture on social media, you've gone, there's no way those darts went in like that. Well, they did go in like that. And speaking of 180s, there's one for Mike De Decker.
To leave 170, the perfect 6. Not seen the perfect 9. This could be the perfect 6. 180 to leave 170. I'll cancel that.
Yeah, we'll have a rewind. He's hit 1 and 19, so he's got 150 left now. The good news for him, Clayton, is despite being 9 darts in, he's only just over 300 points, under 300 points remaining.
Could put a hole in it though. Only 99, so no pressure for De Decker on the 130. All about setting this one up. And that's why he started on the 19s. Well, he wanted to go treble 19, double 8. Pretty creative that. Wouldn't even think about that, mate.
He's down to tops, 198 for Clayton. What was the Mason trademark finish?
Ooh, I used to like a 1-2-1. I hit a fair few of those in my time.
2 10s hit by De Decker. We're all level at 1-1.
I never actually had a 170 on television. I had a 167, 164, 161, 160s.
Did you not leave it, or you just couldn't hit it?
I don't even know if I ever had a go at it. I probably would have done in my time, like missed the ball or whatever. But yeah, never had a 170 on TV.
Fair enough. 1-1 here, race to 11. There'll be a break after 5 and 10 legs. But as we saw earlier with Bunting and Anderson, you get to 10-10, you got to win by 2 clear legs. There's Clayton piling in on the red bit. So 140 for him.
Yep, 10-10, we go again, and for a further 5 legs if needed.
De Decker might just have had 60 on the floor there. He scored 120, but I'm not sure if that would have gone in the treble or not. But he's on 3-2-4, Clayton on 2-2-6, and Clayton is underneath the 60 bed there with all 3 darts. De Decker in again. 185 scored. Clayton's left a bogey, but he won't be bothered. He's got 2 visits minimum here.
Single 20, so yeah, look for 2 treble 19s to leave double 16. Picks up one of them, down to 70. De Decker with work to do on 2-3-9. 1 all in a race to 11 for a place in the quarterfinals.
Ton scored, so Clayton needs 70 to nudge back in front on the throw. Single 18, single 20, double 16, and Clayton leads 2-1, a 15-dart holder throw.
Best leg of the match. Tiny bit of finishing from Jonny.
England are through to the final of Euro 2025, looking to defend their title. They've ridden their luck. They needed a 97th minute equaliser as Clayton fires in a max. Only 58 for De Decker, so there could be a break coming here for Clayton.
Yep, Clayton's second max, hit one in the opening leg. Oh, back comes De Decker. Oh, very nearly a second max for him.
Yeah, it is indeed. And he's in again, Jonny. Well, steady ton on the back of a max is never a bad thing.
Yeah, he's 82 in front on the De Decker throw. But De Decker is piling it on here. 139 to lead 164. Still slight advantage to Clayton.
Yeah, when he used his maths there, if he'd have gone single 20, he wouldn't have had an out. So he's thinking clearly, De Decker. 164 then for a level match. Clayton waiting on 136. No treble 19 to start the combo. Switches to 70, 36 scored, 56 scored. Not the best visit in the world.
No, I think if you start on the, I sort of get why they go that way, but if you start on the treble 20, the chances are you're going to hit a straight ton. Bonus would be a 140 to leave 24. I think that area of the game slightly overcomplicates it. Be 19s again. Wants 4 of them to leave 32 from 108. Double 16. Pins it. I'm sure you heard the roar.
Yeah, I said there'd be no Gurney Gezzy stuff. Well, we had a little bit there, didn't we?
That would have just focused Gezzy, because he'd have probably thought, well, I probably should have won that leg, even against the darts. And he's just sort of looked across with almost a look of displeasure to his family and friends. But good finish from De Decker. He had to hit it.
Certainly did. Both players have held their throw early stages here at the match play in Blackpool, with you each and every session now all the way through until Sunday, including the women's match play on Sunday afternoon. You can follow that on the talkSPORT Darts.
Yeah, that was fabulous last year. Bo Greaves, the defending champion.
It takes something special,
yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Clayton on 96 here as he looks to nudge in front going into the break. 7 minutes of hockey time have passed. As Clayton looking to take it out in 2. It's treble 20. He just has a pause. Eyes up the double 18. Right on the wire. Couldn't have been any closer. Neither could that one.
And even he's given that a second look. At 130. Treble 20. Single 20.
Needs the ball. And his line was good, but he was just a little bit too high. So Clayton back for double 18. This for a 3-2 lead. De Decker has a rueful smile on his face. And it is going to be the Welshman who leads at the break. 5 successive holds of throw. Little pat on the back between the two as they cross pass, making their way off the stage. Clayton leads De Decker by 3 legs to 2. talkSPORT Sunday afternoon, all the build-up. Another European Championship final appearance. Can they defend their crown? They rode their luck tonight. Italy led 1-0 for a long time in that game before Nijman equalised in the 97th minute, and then Chloe Kelly, having had a penalty save, followed up the rebound to win it with just 2 minutes of extra time remaining. 2-1 England are through. Also through in the darts tonight, Gian van Veen 11-5 winner over Danny Noppert. Wessel Nijman 11-5 winner over James Wade. And Gary Anderson is out. He's lost to Stephen Bunting by 12 legs to 10. Jonny Clayton in the final game of the top half of the draw. He leads Mike De Decker by 3 legs to 2. Race to 11 unless we need a tiebreaker and a couple of extra legs. You've got to win by 2 at Blackpool. And we may well go the distance, just as we did with Anderson against Bunting earlier on. Reminder, tomorrow night, 4 more ties to get into the quarterfinals. Luke Littler takes on Jermaine Watermain, Andrew Gilden, Dirk van Dijvenbode, Michael van Gerwen against Josh Rock, and Chris Colby against Gerwin Price, all to come. So another action-packed night of darts. We hear from 7. We'll be on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel tomorrow night. Please like and subscribe. We're adding to our number. Lots of regular content as well. There'll be more video going up tonight for you to get stuck into overnight, and tomorrow as well. We'll be reviewing all the action tonight and looking ahead to those last 16 ties tomorrow night. Mike De Decker, 3-2 down, not really done a great deal wrong. Nothing in the averages, nothing in the doubles percentage. It's a level game, it's on throw.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well. They're playing a similar type of game right now. 93-24 the average for Clayton, 93-61 for De Decker. 2 out of 5 for Mike on the doubles, 3 out of 8 for Jonny. Jonny did have a it was a great 108 finish, in fairness. In leg 4, Jonny was sat waiting on the double. If he didn't take it out, that would have been a breaker throw for Jonny, and he probably would have gone in at 4-1, but he won't worry about that. He'll just get stuck in leg on leg on leg. It's the style of game he plays, and he just keeps playing, I think, until the referee goes, that's it, game short in the match.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way to do it. Well, De Decker's got the throw. Start of the second mini session. He'll break again after 10. Then we play to a finish here. It's Clayton in the red bit from 4-4-1. 80 scored, and a 140 gets him down to 301.
Yeah, in that first little mini session, he had twice as many 140s, or he has it twice as many 140s, and the 180 column 3-1 in favour of Clayton, and that was an area of the game that we thought Jonny would do damage. That was another indicator when you look at 180s per leg hit by both players over the last 200 competitive legs played, and again that metric pointed in the direction of Clayton, which obviously the more 180s you hit, the quicker you get down to a finish and the more opportunities you have to win legs.
Yeah, well, De Decker okay at the minute. He's on 115, Clayton on 216, but Jonny looking to fill this. Oh, if he fills this up, he's on double 18. Look at that. 1 to the left, 1 in the middle, and 1 on the right. The perfect 180.
Mystic Mark Wilson.
Yeah, well, De Decker needs a treble. He hasn't got one, so Clayton has engineered a break opportunity.
Yeah, early in the start, or the earliest opportunity in the start of session 2. Hit it last leg, hit it this leg, both legs 1 in 13 darts. 1 to hold, that one to break, and that one to lead 4-2.
Yeah, Clayton just looks like a player at the moment that's at ease with his own game. No great panic.
Yeah, and he's very much. We've seen it from a couple of players that sometimes you've just got to accept early doors that, right, I'm not at my best here. I've just got to find a way to win and create a B game that's good enough to get me over the line. And you're right what you say, at the end of the week on the trophy, they don't write anything about averages or anything about, oh, we didn't play very well in this match. The only number you worry about is that £200,000 and all them zeros on the check. The rest of it fade into insignificance.
Yeah, they do indeed. 4-2.
I came out with a phrase that seemed to have stuck years ago. They don't write averages on the check, just the amount of money you've won.
Yeah, that's fair enough. few Lionesses fans in the crowd at the Winter Gardens have obviously been keeping abreast of the scoreline as De Decker closes in on a max, only 140. So 2-1-3 plays 207, but Clayton at the hockey first.
Yeah, he's frustrated then. There was a little bit of a reaction as if to say, why isn't it going in? He threw it exactly the same and it should have followed the other two. 97 with a cover at treble 19. Takes Clayton down to 116. De Decker 207, 219s. Yeah, it stays there, but trebleless, leaves himself 150.
116. Oh, he's in the red pit again. This time it's 16 for tops for 5-2, and he's just over the top.
Yeah, literally grazed the wire. And that would have been for a 15 darter, but the treble 19's found. Gets the other, double 18. Oh, there was a little pause, wasn't there, Mark, on dart 3, and didn't that just affected his rhythm?
Tops for Clayton for 5-2. Now it's 2 10s. Now it's 2 5s around the board, and no joy for Clayton. Double 9 for De Decker then, and this for a break of throw. Shakes his head. He's not. I said about Mike De Decker, he looks like he's not got a care in the world when he comes on. He looks like he's lost his wallet or he's forgotten his car keys or something. He's not happy, is he?
Well, he's found a pound but dropped a tenner. And starts this leg with a 140. We are now back on throw after a couple of breaks each. Good reply from Clayton, trading 140s at the start of leg 8.
He's got a lot of fans in Blackpool as Jonny Clayton.
Got fans everywhere, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They love him.
Likeable fella.
Well, there's nothing not to like about him. He's always got a smile on his face. Win or lose.
Well, it's been one of the big talking points of the opening round, without a doubt, was that Gerwyn Price, Daryl Gurney spat. We had our say on it last night on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. You can check out the video. Plenty of you. I think it's fair to say, I think the unanimous verdict is that Gurney was in the wrong, and that's from the comments that are fair, in fairness. They're pretty honest comments that we've
yeah, I did the rounds this morning on all the typical sort of YouTube platforms that are here always at the darts, just to sort of get their take on it. I think Matt Edgar had a good look at it and sort of looked at his take on it. But if you look at it a little bit closer, and Nico was right, there was things that I suppose as viewers you wouldn't have noticed or seen, but there is a certain etiquette, and a lot of that was broken.
Well, De Decker has just missed tops to hold his throw. Speaking of broken, Clayton can break here with a 136.
2 treble 20s. Doesn't get the first one. It's looking likely to be 4 apiece.
Top stake 2, De Decker for 4-4. He's looking for 2 10s. Ooh, just on the outside. Oh, wow. How did that one not go in?
He'll be asking himself the same question.
Well, Clayton missed 4 darts for the last leg. De Decker's missed 4 darts for this leg. It's going to be 16 for tops for another break. Jonny Clayton can't hit the double either. Are we watching Bunting and Anderson on a replay?
Well, the numbers are very, very similar.
I was going to say, if De Decker didn't hit that double 10, then they might have had to replace the ball, because he shaved half the wire off on the outside, hadn't he? Got there eventually, 1 in 6 on that one. But we are all level at 4-all.
Yeah, it should, or possibly could, have been 6-2, but I suppose they're offering up opportunities. I suppose 4-4 is about right.
140 Clayton. What's De Decker got in his locker? 99.
Yeah, Paul in the chat said he wasn't particularly impressed with Matt Edgar's video. He didn't really sort of delve as deep as we did last night, let's put it that way.
Okay, fair enough. De Decker in treble 19. Still once, so he's behind on the board by 45 points. Clayton at the hockey now, 4-4, race to 11.
Well, he's looking to stay up there, but well, I don't know how that treble 20's gone in there, but he's down to 161. Either treble 19 or 17 would have left him a finish, of course, and the 18 would have left him. He had the opportunity there to leave 167, 164, and 170. He's actually left 161.
Yeah, and he's hit treble 1. Now this is a setup because De Decker is a miler. He's only halfway through his leg. 28 from Clayton, the number 5 seed.
Well, he's left himself vulnerable now, hasn't he, to a counter-attack, but it would have to be a 140, but as it is, his 2 single 20s, nowhere near the treble. Tries 54 on cover, and again, doesn't get it. And
they were a bit floaty then,
yeah, they
weren't
were, you're right. Well spotted. That's not floaty, that's right in the treble 20, 73 left. Oh, Johnny. Right, he's gone for 33 tops, which is risky. And then he's gone up for back to a 20 that if he'd have hit the treble, he'd left double 1. The shot there was treble 19 for double 8, 19 if you hit the single, 14 to leave tops.
Well, he's left 42. Oh, now he's missed big 10. He's hit single 11. Now he's on double 8 and he's missed it. Well, Jonny Clayton has made a right old hash of that, but De Decker's on 130. Might get a pop at the bull. He missed it, didn't he, early in the match,
yeah.
the bull?
He hit the 25. He wasn't a million miles away. And he's hit the treble 20 again. Just stay straight. He does. Double 5 for another steal. Oof.
Both players are passing up opportunities, aren't they? 8 for Jonny Clayton. Now he's looking at double 2. Oh, way inside. Double 1 in the madhouse. Not for Jonny Clayton. He was in the madhouse before he got to the madhouse. But now he's out of the madhouse and he leads 5-4.
Certainly would have been mad had that double 1 not got in. It was a look to the heavens.
So we remain on throw. Both players averaging under 90.
Interesting. Someone said, I think Josh Rock, he summed it up and sort of said Gerwin was a little too serious. Well, he's hardly not going to defend his World Cup teammate now, is he? Call me
a cynic.
A cynic.
De Decker on throw went off with 57. Clayton stepped in 1-2-5, but De Decker rectified that with a 2 treble visit. But Clayton's got better designs.
Yeah, a real aggressive response from Jonny Clayton, an angry point to the camera. He hasn't hit one since leg 6.
No, and it's 6 180s in the match, 5-1 Clayton.
Clayton's hit 13 in the tournament. 13 of the 42 legs. Sorry, the 20 legs he's won.
De Decker's struggling here, isn't he, on his own throw? This could be a pivotal moment coming up. 112 for Clayton, right in the middle of the red bit. Single 20 for double 16 or 12 for top? Single 20 for double 16. This is another dart. Well, this would be a special way to hold his throw. And it's not going to happen.
Yeah, he's missed 14 darts at a double already in this match, and that's why the averages are not getting to the number he had in match 1. But that's better.
That is better. Double 16 hit, and Jonny Clayton opens up a 2-leg advantage. He just chucks his darts on the table, makes his way off. He doesn't look too happy, Jonny Clayton. Mike De Decker doesn't look much happier either. We play to a finish. Night 4 at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool. Final spot in the top half of the draw in the quarterfinals. Who will take it? Who will face Stephen Bunting at the break? It's Jonny Clayton 6, Mike De Decker 4. In Blackpool, the hottest ticket in town. You're in the best place to follow all the action from the PDC World Matchplay. We're live across talkSPORT 2 and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Please remember to like and subscribe as soon as play is done tonight. Chris, Nico and myself will be reviewing all the action from today and looking ahead to tomorrow night's action as well. You can get that first thing in the morning. That'll be up and available on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page. Already through tonight, Gian van Veen has beaten Danny Noppert 11-5. James Wade beat Wessel Nijman 11-5. We've just seen Stephen Bunting knock out Gary Anderson. Needed a tiebreaker to do that, 12-10. And Jonny Clayton has just broken right before the break. Leads 6-4. Chris Mason alongside me, Mace. I think either player will be happy with how they're playing at the moment. Both players will know they can play better. It's still in the balance, this one.
Yeah, it may be key, that break just before the break. Very little in it in terms of scoring power, with the exception of that 180 column. 5-1 in favour of Jonny. The double in 29% to Decker, 30 for Jonny Clayton. It's now all about just getting over the line for either one of them, but Clayton will be buoyed with that breaker throw, because 6-4 should soon become 7-4 with a hold of throw, and he has held on 4 occasions already in this match. Been broken. Has he been broke? Yeah, he's been broken just the once, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Right, we're back underway. Leg 11, Jonny Clayton, the number 5 seed, has got the throw. Just that one break between them. The Decker will know he's not out of this, and he's seen Clayton go off with 60, and he follows it up with 119 of his own. Yeah,
great cover shooting from the Belgian. Jonny Clayton back in the 60, doesn't follow it, slips into the treble 1, and then catches the top wire for 83. So an early opportunity for De Decker to try and punish a couple of ordinary scoring visits. In terms of troubleless visits, 11 for Jonny, 17 already for De Decker.
Yeah. Both will look to improve as the game goes on. De Decker at the minute scrabbling around a little bit.
Yeah, you picked up on it, didn't you? The throw was just getting a bit floaty and a little bit loopy.
Nothing loopy about that. It's the Clayton throw, but barring 14 missed doubles, has worked pretty well tonight.
Yeah, like I said, the scoring has been okay. 54 is found, double 12 needed. Oh, just inside, double 6. Oh dear, you don't want to be down there, Jonny.
No, mile inside. He has got time. How much of it? De Decker 96, so 91 remaining when he's back. Is it 2-2-2? Is it 3-3? It's 2. He nearly hit the double. 2 for double 2.
Well, it was a fabulous marker in the end, Mark, because he sort of the 2 to leave double 2. He put almost right next to the double, and all he did was just float it down the side of it.
Yeah. I'm not sure it was meant to be that close to the double, but it was, and he used it anyway.
Of course it was. And only 58, so a chance again for Jonny to real pressure on the De Decker throw, and he's done just that.
You made the observation earlier about De Decker, maybe, you know, change of equipment, pressures,
lots
things going on, and he just doesn't look happy with his throw at the minute, does he? Which is so unlike him. He normally so quite free-flowing to watch.
Yeah, and he does have a beautiful action, of course. But, you know, I always say for some players it sort of sets them on a roll as Jonny finds another max. You know, if you think back with Michael Smith and Luke Humphries when they won their first, the rest followed. Luke Littler the same. With Richie Edhouse and Mike De Decker, it's almost like it's become a burden and a weight of expectation on their shoulders, rather than, right, I've won one now, I can win another. This is a super leg from Clayton. 140, 180, 140.
Yeah, and he, after 9, is on 41 here. This is on the De Decker throw. This is to go 8-4 in front. Remember, it was 4-4. 9 hit, double 16. hit right in the middle. Brilliant from Clayton. 4 on the spin for the ferret.
Best leg of the match, an 11 dart leg, a 180 in there. Not far off perfection, that one. Outside of a 9. One better, a 10, but a beautifully constructed leg.
Yeah.
Leads 8-4, 3 away. Is he having a little sprint to the line from here?
Well, only 59 Clayton and a 2-treble visit for De Decker, so De Decker's got a chance here. Clayton will be hoping to build on that opening 60. A ton, not really enough here. De Decker needs another 2-treble visit to really give himself a bit of breathing room, but he's above it and then a mile below it. And again, that was another iffy throw.
Yeah, he's just not been at it for a while, and the problem is that trying harder is counterproductive in this sport. We discussed that in one of our podcasts. This throw just has to be languid and fluid, and you do things like that.
He just raised his arms and a big smile came across his face. There it is, he said. There it is. What was noticeable, we mentioned that floating, it was noticeable because his throw was different.
Yeah, well, it is such a lovely throw that any kind of change in it you notice quite quickly, but this is beautiful. 8-8 for a 130 out. 310 in 6 darts, acknowledged by Jonny Clayton with a lovely fist bump. That was class.
Yeah, it was. And then Clayton tried to nick the throw by going to the hockey, and Mike went, hang on a minute. A fist bump doesn't give you the right to throw first.
Yeah, that was back-to-back breaks, 1 in 11, 1 in 12.
Quality darts.
And he's gone treble 20, treble 19, treble 19. So his last 9 darts have been 180, 130, 174. He's bust.
He's hit 9 perfect darts. He has, hasn't he? He's hit 9 targets he's aimed at.
He actually wants...
He's in again, look here. Oh, he's on the 9, come on. Here we go.
This is remarkable.
Will the real Mike De Decker please stand up? He has stood up. And he's looking at a 147 for the 9. We were looking earlier, Bunting missed double 12. He's hit the treble. He can't get treble 17. We've had 2 8 perfect darts and we've had a fair few 7s. De Decker looking to hold throw and get back within 2. Even Jonny Clayton was cheering him on.
Well, he produced 13 perfect darts, 180, treble 19, 8-8, 180, 174, and a treble 20.
Right, 52 then to move back within 2. This is some burst now. Mike De Decker, what has happened here? He's been moaning and chuntering and pulling funny faces. All of a sudden now he can't miss.
It is. It's just a remarkable passage of play. Just a great sequence of treble and double hitting.
58.
Only 58 for Clayton.
Has De Decker just unlocked what was wrong and found what is right? Wowzers.
He's gone in cheat mode, Chris.
This is spectacular and unexpected.
Yeah.
Oh, he misses
missed.
the treble 20.
Wow. He's human after all. He'd be disappointed with that because 57, he's at 264. Clayton's on 346. Another big treble there would have put Clayton right on the back foot.
Yeah.
Wicked deflection into the... wicked deflection into the 1. He hit treble 20, got a massive deflection into the 1, and then hit the dart and got a massive deflection out of the board.
Yeah. Should have moved out of there instantly. Oh, and now De Decker's had one. Clattering in against dart 1 of the sequence. And only 40.
Yeah. De Decker's just let Clayton off here a little bit.
It's 8-6 to Clayton, 2-2-4 De Decker. A 140 from Clayton takes him down to 145. He needs to just steady the ship here. He went on a sequence himself of 4 consecutive legs, and it's been back-to-back legs for De Decker.
75 scored, 95 scored, so he's down to 129. 145 for Clayton to hold throw. Shots on here, treble 15, he can't find it, just in the single section.
70 left, treble 18, doesn't get it. Left 52 if he comes back. Treble 19, singles hit, 110. Treble 10 is found, needs the ball. Oh my goodness, it is missed literally by a millimetre.
That would have got him within 1. Clayton, 20 for double 16. He's doing pretty good down here, and he's good again. De Decker couldn't take out the ball. Clayton takes out the 52 in 2, and he leads 9-6.
But he's plumb in the middle of the treble 20 and follows it. It's literally almost in the same hole. That, Max, you could have comfortably put inside a polo mint.
Was it a sugar-free one?
Other mints are available.
Not with holes in, I don't think they are. Didn't really work for your analogy. I don't think it works with a word. Anyway,
give me a drill. 134 from De Decker, backing up the Max down to 187 after 6. 401 Clayton, single 20, treble 20. Just a ton, not enough.
No, it is only 1 break. The trouble for De Decker, that break is going to have to come pretty quickly.
Running out of legs, isn't he?
He is. And his annoyance, maybe not the right word, this burst of scoring that's come in the latter part of the match, had he produced that earlier, he may well be in front.
Well, he would be, wouldn't he? Because Johnny's not really threatened to move above 95. He's currently at 93. De Decker has the higher average of the two.
He does. Well, he's not had as many darts at a double.
Good point, well made.
He's going to get some at double 16 though to get back within 2 again.
Well, he can have plenty. 85. The 85 only takes Clayton down to 135.
Irrelevant. Double 16 hit. 9-7.
79, Johnny to throw first. Game.
Single 20, single 19, single 19. Not the time, Johnny, to have your 16th troubleless visit.
Yeah, De Decker made a bit of a hash, didn't he, in the last leg on the Clayton throw. And again, he's not been able to take advantage of a light opening visit here. Trebleless himself.
Well, he did have an opportunity there, didn't he, on that 129. But back comes Johnny with a max. But that incredible spell of scoring across 3 legs of darts, where De Decker hit a 180, a 130 out, a 180, a 174, a 180, missed the ball on 129, and a 180 for a 13 dart leg in leg 16. Dare I say it, he's going to need a burst of equal quality.
Yeah, he needs trebles and lots of them, and he's not finding them here. Clayton's on 182 after 9, but De Decker's on 290 after 9. If Clayton holds here, he's 1 leg away from the match.
Oh, and only 60. Down to 122. De Decker back on 290. Single 20. Oh, they're both high, and he's shaking his head with absolute annoyance. 97 does take him down to 193. So 6 darts if needed for Clayton. 122.
Yeah, we've seen this hit a few times this week. Single 18, doesn't need to go the bull route. Well, the bull's on. Is he going to go for it? He did, and he missed it.
Always plays in an attacking form of darts, doesn't know what it's like to lay out.
193 De Decker. Clayton want to get 2 darts. 58 for Mike. His scoring's left him at just the wrong time. 9 for double 8 to go within a leg. He is within a leg. It's 10-7. Jonny Clayton leads.
Just 1 away. How can De Decker navigate himself out of this situation. Well, a 58 start leaves him super vulnerable.
Well, Mike De Decker had 12 legs of meh, 4 legs of absolute wowzers, and then 2 legs of meh again.
Yeah, but that will, if he does go on to lose this match, what he's got to do is look back at this and just circle that spell and see what he feels was different during that period and try and replicate it, because it's obviously still in there, isn't it?
Yeah, Clayton, I think very much like the Schindler match. He's just always had his opponent at arm's length here. He got into that lead and led 4-2, and then I think that break in leg 10 to go 6-4 up, it's never come back, has it, after that?
Agreed. But he has been very good, not only in this match, you're right, in the Schindler match. He just doesn't panic, does he, and just finds a way.
Well, he's at 8 180s, 11 140s to 6 140s for De Decker and 5 180s. He's out-muscled him in the big scoring visits. De Decker's not done yet, but he needs 147. But Clayton for the match, he's looking at 164. Replacing the quarterfinals against Stephen Bunting. Treble 20 hit. Can't find the treble 18. So De Decker is going to have to take out the 147.
Well, needed this for the 9. 60's found. Oh, 51 is literally right on the wire, but it might not be all in vain, because Johnny's final dart just squeaked into the treble 1, so he's still got 83.
Yeah, treble 17. Not hit, so it'll be 16s. Oh, big safe single for the ball for the match, and that was wildly off target, so De Decker's still alive.
Yeah, De Decker wants to force Johnny to serve this one out. He wants double 16, which he gets. So one match dart has come and gone at the ball for Jonny Clayton, but this is the key leg.
If De Decker can break here
Game
and
on.
then hold, we're in a tiebreaker for the second time tonight. Good last start, treble 20 gives him a ton.
He'd take a ton at every turn here to get him down to 101 after 12. 96 from De Decker, down to 405. Clayton leads 10-8, needs this leg for a place in the quarters. Again, finds one treble and follows it for a 140.
What can De Decker do here? 140 of his own. Nip and tuck,
yeah.
leg 19.
Just 4 points adrift. 265 De Decker, 261 Clayton, but he's in the treble and follows it. Of course, it's a 9th max.
Absolute brilliant from Jonny Clayton. He's got 81 for the match after 9.
De Decker's found a treble 20 with last start to leave 167 just in case.
This for the match then for Clayton. Single 19. Just has a look what De Decker's on, so he's got to go for this. 12s. Bullseye again. Missed it once for the match. He won't miss it again. That was right in the middle of the red button. And Jonny Clayton is through to the quarterfinals in Blackpool. Mike De Decker is seen off the World Grand Prix champion. Great spirit between the two. There'll be disappointment from De Decker. For parts of it he was unplayable, but not for long enough. And every time Clayton was pushed, he found something else. And he found the bullseye at the end of it. That 180 in the deciding leg, crucial. It's Clayton who is through to take on Stephen Bunting here on Thursday night. Chris Mason. Jonny Clayton is a real big threat for this title.
Yeah, and listen, this is a big secret of the game, and winning tournaments is winning, finding a way to win ugly. And you know, there was loads of great moments in there from both of them. Actually, it was a match that had 14 180s, it had 19 140s, and it had a host of 174s and ton plus outs, 130 from De Decker and a 108 at real, at key moments. But ultimately, it was the 29 troubleless visits that I think was his undoing. Even if you're in 95s, tons and 99s in that situation, he was constantly finding himself probably a dart or two behind in each individual leg, but Jonny gets it done. 93.41 the average, 92.62 for De Decker, so not a million miles adrift, and that's the part that will leave him frustrated.
It will. We now know that the top half of the draw looks like this. Into the last 8, Gian van Veen beat Danny Noppert 11.5. He will take on James Wade, who produced another ton-topping average to see off the debutant Wessel Nijman 11 legs to 5. Stephen Bunting missed the double 12 for a 9-dart leg. He huffed and puffed though, missed a host of darts, 31 darts at double he missed, but still beat the Flying Scotsman Gary Anderson 12 legs to 10. And we've just seen Jonny Clayton, 9 maximums for him, 93.41. He is through. He'll take on Stephen Bunting in the quarterfinals. That is all to come on Thursday night. Jonny Clayton, former finalist, is here. He came a man in good form, and he's proven that good form to be as well. Have a quick look ahead to tomorrow night's action. The 4 games include Luke Littler against Jermaine Watamaina, and Chris, Littler's got an outstanding record against Jermaine Watamaina. It looks a foregone conclusion, and if the Littler that turned up on round 1 to beat Ryan Searle 10-2, then it could be a short night's work.
Yeah, and let's not forget, if it wouldn't have been the commercial breaks in that match, we'd have had a new match play average record. As it was approaching 109, and any kind of numbers like that, Luke Littler's pretty unplayable.
Andrew Gilding was outstanding, averaged over a ton to beat Damon Hector 12-10. He too missed a 9-darter on double 12. He's taking on Dirk van Dijvenbode, who was 6-2 down against Rob Cross, but won it 10-8.
Yeah, that's a fascinating match. Again, we're not quite sure which version of both players who are turning up, but if they play as well as they can, we're in for a thriller there, because you've got real contrasting styles.
And the other 2 sees Michael van Gerwen, who saw off Raymond van Barneveld 10-6. He takes on Josh Rock, who was outstanding, demolished Ross Smith, helped by the fact he was 5-0 up after 5 legs.
Yeah, it was horrible to watch for Ross Smith, but take nothing away from Josh Rock. What did he end up with? 104 average, I think, or in and around that kind of number. And he looks solid. He's looked brilliant prior to the World Cup win, and he's looked brilliant since.
Chris Dobey got it done against Ricardo Pietreczko. Pietreczko poor really by his own high standards. Dobey through 10-5. He takes on Gerwin Price, who had that battle, well, the Royal Rumble with Daryl Gurney, 10-7 in the end, but some good stuff from Price in and amongst the controversy.
Yeah, and I think that it's the perfect kind of game to start your match play. If you get an examination at the start, a real stiff test, because Daryl Gurney give him one, and you come through it, that gives you tons of confidence. It won't matter what Dobey throws at him, he'll think, I can find a way to win here.
Yeah, he will indeed. We are almost done for the night here. I can tell you that here on talkSPORT 2 next, it's the following on show with Neil Manthorpe and Steve Harmison. England in the midst of that test series with India. The guys will be talking about all that and more for sure. That is coming up next. Well, we've got 4 of our quarter-finalists. We'll find out tomorrow night who the remaining 4 are. Please remember, you're watching along tomorrow night. We'll be live on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe over there on that one, and there'll be plenty of content. We are right now, once we spoke to Jonny Clayton, we'll be hot-footing it back to base. We'll be recording an episode reviewing what's happened tonight and looking ahead to tomorrow as well. Paul Nicholson will join us for that one. It's been another busy night. Wins for Van Veen, Wade, Bunting and Clayton. They are safely through. 3 wins away from a little bit of match play history. Who of those 4 will make it to the final? Well, we'll find out that on Sunday. Plenty more darts to come. Thanks to Chris, as ever, producer Matt. Abby joined us for the night tonight, and of course Nico. Dance will be back tomorrow. The Dream Team back at the Dream Tournament, the World Matchplay. We will see you tomorrow night. 4 more crackers away. Up next, it is Following On with Neil Manthorpe and Steve Harmison. Good night.